Hi guys. So good evening. So what we discussed yesterday? So we discussed about the basic commands like file and directory handling tools and the text processing tools, right? So today we will discuss about few more file and directory handling tools and so later we'll discuss about the user administration, then file permissions, then directly go to the package management. So how to install a package on the Linux machine, guys. Okay. So what is the IP address of this server? 106, right? So it's in powered off mode. Yeah. So I'm starting the server. Mm, that Linux material. So, yeah. What is pending? The pending is something like file and directory handling tools. So the pending is something like a copy and the second command is move. The fourth command is remove. So copy is nothing but the command is cp, move is nothing but mv, and so remove deleter is nothing but rm. So rm is nothing but a remove or a delete, right? Yep, guys. So what is the command, guys? Copy, move, copy and move. So right, yeah. So copy is nothing but to copy the file from one location to other location, to copy the file or directory from so one location to another location. Yeah, guys. So copy. So we can copy the a file or a directory from one location to another location. So copy a file. CP. So what is the syntax, guys? CP source and destination. So CP options, source and destination. What are the options? So we need to copy a file or we need to copy a directory. How you can copy the directory? Definitely we need to use the -r. -r is nothing but a recursive mode to copy the directory. So we can use -r. So to verbose. Verbo is nothing but a C output. So for example, if it is a big directory, a directory contains multiple files. One and directories. So we need to see the how much percentage it will complete it. Something like a verbose. And the properties. Don't alter the properties. So properties I will show you, guys. I will show you. So one I will show you 1 second. Yeah, guys. So copy is nothing but we can copy the file or so file we don't need -r option. But if you want to copy a directory from one location to another location, definitely we need to use the -r -r option. So properties means I don't want to change the properties. Properties is nothing but a permissions. I don't want to change the permissions. So we can use the -p option. And something like copy anaconda.cfg. CFG is a file, for example. So you can copy the content, the same content with the different name, or we can copy the file from here to another location. But copy means it will not delete the, it will not, or it will not move the original file. It just copy a new file, right? So something like we want to copy the copy with a new file, a new name with the copy with the a file name with a new name, or we want to copy the document. So definitely we need to use the hyphen R option. So hyphen R option. So hyphen R, hyphen V, hyphen P properties I will show you guys. Okay. So what is a move command? Copy command is only for, so copy command is only for copy the file or directory. Okay. Copy the file or directory. But so move command will act as a move the a file or directory from one location to another location, one location to another location. Same. So move command will execute three types. So will execute three types. So one is so move the file or directory from one location to another location. The second one is so rename the a file or directory. How you can rename the file or directory? For example, I already created the directory. I already created the file. I want to rename this file, right? So in Windows directly, you can right click and rename it. You can right click and so rename it, right? So rename it directly, for example. Yeah, you see, so you can directly rename. But in Linux, definitely we need to use the command to rename the a file or directory. And the third option for a move command is so hide and unhide the a file or directory. File or directory. Yes, understood? If you use the move command, so it will move the file from one location to file or directory from one location to another location and rename the file or directory and hide and unhide the file or directory. So remove is nothing but a delete. So remove is nothing but a delete. I want to delete a file or directory. How you can delete, guy? You can delete by using the command rm a file name or a directory name. So directory name. So directory name. So rm is nothing but a remove. Remove is nothing but a delete. So but in here in Windows directly I want to create a directory. Just I created the directory. So I want to delete the directory. How you can delete? By using right click and delete. So but in Windows it is a GUI. In Linux we need to delete it from through commands only. Deleted through commands only. Guys, understood? These three commands will show you. Is it started? Yes. Wow, sorry. New session. What is the IP address? 192.168.56.106. Yeah. So I want to change the settings, appearance, change settings, bold, 18, apply, apply. Root. What is the root user, guys? User is root. Password is red hat. So password is red hat. Yeah. So what is the command, guys? Copy. So pwd. Pwd is nothing but a present working directory. Where you are under the root directory. So is there any files is there? Yeah. Class is there. Class1.txt is there. Anaconda is there. 360-degree directory is there. I want to copy a file from one location to another location. Yeah, I'm copying this file from the slash root to slash tmt. cd slash tmp. I want to go to the directory and check it. If the file is copied or not. Yes, copied the file. So file is copied or not. The file is copied, right? I want to copy a file. So I want to copy the content with a different file name. So I want to copy the content. Just cd, right? It will go to the the yours home directory. So ls, yeah. So what is that? Anaconda.cfg is there. So I want to copy the content of the file and with a different name. With a different name, 1.txt. cd, or we can check it, cat/tmp 1.txt. That's right. So whatever the content is there in the anaconda.gfg, it will copy to the 1.txt. It will copy to the 1.txt. So we can copy the content with a different name, or we can copy the file or directory from one location to another location. So now I want to change a file name. So something like anaconda, right? ks.cfg. So I'm copying the content. I'm copying the content of the anaconda.cfg with a new file name called as a kf.cfg. So now, so the original file also there, and the newly created file also there, but the content is same. But the content is same. So we can copy with a different name the same file, and so we can copy it to the different location. We can copy to the other location. So right now, so copy -r is nothing but a recursively. If you want to copy a directory from one location to another location, so another location, definitely we need to use the -r option. So -r option, copt, yeah, let's check it. 360 dot degree is copied from /root to /rat to /opt. Guys, now you understood? So now you understood, right? The how to copy it. How to copy a file, or how to copy a directory from one location to another location. The next one is move command. So move command will work on three ways. So one is from move the file from, in the copy it will not move the file from one location to another location. The original file will not delete. So the original file will not move by using the copy command. But if you use the move command, so we can move the file or directory from one location to another location, and rename the file or directory, and hide and unhide the file or directory. File or directory. So where you are under the /root. PWD is nothing but a present working directory, right? Yeah, I want to move the anaconda.cfg to /opt, whatever it may be, guys. I want to move this file to the opt directory. Let's check. His original file is available? No. His original file is not available in the /root because of you moved the file from root location to opt location. So let's go to the opt directory and check it if the file is there or not. Yes, the file is there, right? So I'm removing, guys. I will tell you later this one. 360 degrees. Yeah. So now in opt only anaconda.cfg. Anaconda.cfg is there. You move the first one, move the file or a directory from one location to another location. Now I want to move a directory. So what is the directory name? So the directory name is 360 degrees. I want to move 360 degrees directory from /root to /opt cd. Yeah, you see. So the 360-degree directory is moved from /root to opt. Let's check it if the directory is available in the opt directory or not. Yes, it is moved the directory. Now you understood the first point. So move the file or directory from one location to another location, or we can rename it here also. So something like a move 360 degrees to what is it? Yeah, AWS fresher. So AWS freshers. I'm renaming the directory from a 360-degree to AWS freshers. Let's check it. Yeah, it's renamed. It's renamed the directory. It's renamed the directory from AWS freshers. So from 360-degree to AWS freshers. AWS freshers, right? Next. So rename the file or directory. Yeah, hide and unhide the directory. So by using move command, you can hide and unhide the directories. So what are these? Class1.txt is there. So it is visible when you execute the ls command. I want to hide this file. How you can hide? By using the move command. Move class 1 dot move class 1 dot txt to. So if you want whatever the file or whatever the file or directory want to move, right, hide, right. So before that you can use the dot symbol. class class1 dot txt, class1 dot txt ls. Yeah, so the hidden files are unable to see while executing the ls command. So while executing the ls command, how you can check it? By using ls-la. If you want to see the hidden files, by using the command of ls-la. So what is the command? ls-la. So which one we hide? class1.txt. Yes, the class1.txt is in hide mode. I want to unhide the class1.txt. How you can unhide? So the command is move and the before the source you need to put the dot and class1 dot txt. So now we are removing the hiding to unhide. So now let's check it. Yes, class1 dot txt is there. Guys, now you understood? Move command, copy command, and remove command. So what is this remove? Remove is nothing but we can remove the files or directories. How you can remove it? rm ks.cfg. I want to delete this file. How you can delete? By using the rm command. Yeah, while using the rm command, it is asking if you want to delete it or not. Yes, so you can press yes, it will delete. It will delete. So rm hyphen rf is nothing but a recursively and forcefully. So without asking the yes, it will automatically delete. Class dot txt. Let's check it. Yeah, class dot txt is deleted without asking the yes. Without asking the yes. So if you want to delete the OPT. So if you want to delete the directory, how you can delete it? Hyphen RF recursively. So we can delete it the directory AWS freshers. Yeah, it's see. So if you want to delete a directory or a file, you can use the rm. Or if you want to copy, you can use the copy command. If you want to rename, or if you want to move from one location to another location, or if you want to rename the file name, or if you want to hide and unhide, we can use the move command. So we can use the move command. Guys, understood? Yeah, so these are the commands. So if you want to execute the multiple commands at a time, multiple commands at a time, for example, copy command, so and move command, and rm command. So these three commands, so copy a file, so anaconda dot txt to opt. Yeah, it will execute the first command. Then move conda.txt to slash temp. It will move under. So crm rm hyphen rf slash tmp slash anaconda dot txt. First it will copy to the opt folder, then it will move to the temp, then it will delete from the temp. So I want to execute multiple commands. I want to I want to execute multiple commands at a time. I want to execute multiple commands at a time. So you can use semicolon. You can use the colon symbol. So you can use the colon symbol. Guys, now you understood? Yeah.
Sir, you will not send PDF file, sir.
I okay. I will send it to Soumya today. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Soumya already, the documents already there in Soumya, but let's yeah, I will send it to Soumya today. Kitya, who is?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, Rani. Okay. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah. So the next topic is user administration. So what is that? User administration. So what is user administration? So user administration means, so you are logged into the server, right? So you are logged into a Linux server. How you are logged into a Linux server? You are logged into a Linux server as a root user. Okay. Root user is the admin user. Admin user and root can do anything. Root can do anything, right? Because of root is a admin user. So root is a admin user. So how many types of users are there in Linux mission? So we have a two types of users. So we have a two types of users. So one is a admin user. Who is the admin user, guys? Root is the admin user, and the other one is normal user. So admin user and normal users. Admin user and normal user. Who is admin user? Root is the admin user. Who are the normal users? Normal users are something like a Hari, Rani, um, Deepak, or Shashank, or something like Venkatesh. These all are the Saket. These all are the Kirti. These all are the normal users. So we can log into the server either. So this is the server. So you can log into the server either normal user or a root user. So as of now we are login as a root user. So how you can create a normal users? So how you can create the normal users? And so users we can create 65535 users. How many? 65535 users. So we can create. So we can create 655, for example 60,000 users. 60,000 users we can create in a one Linux mission. So one Linux mission. So from 0 to 999 is a system related users. System related users. So from 1000 onwards, so we can assign it to the normal users. So what is this 0? UID and GID. UID and GID. UID is nothing but a user ID. GID is nothing but a group ID. So we can assign, for example, Hari. Hari UID is 1000. Hari UID is 1000. Rani UID is 1001. It starts from 1000 and 1001. So from 0 to 0 is 0 ID is for root. So what is the root UID? Root UID is 0. So we can create the users from 60,000. So 0 to 999 system related users, and from 1000 onwards we can create the normal users. So we can create the normal users. I will tell you guys. User administration. Second, guys. Second, guys. Yep. So user administration. All users UID JID starts from 1000 by default. All UID is nothing but a user ID, or GID is nothing but a group ID, starts from 1000 by default. UID JIDs are 60,000. 0 to 999 is nothing but a system itself uses. So system itself uses system related UIDs is using 0 to 999. So 0 is nothing but a root UID from 1000 to 60,000 on general users. All general users uses 1000 to 60,000. So for a user account, primary group is mandatory. So for a user account, primary group is mandatory. If you not assigned any group, user himself behave as a group. So how you can create the group, guys? For a user account, primary group is mandatory. So for a user account, primary group is mandatory. For example, so root ID root. So what is the ID of the root? UID is 0, GID is 0, group ID is 0. UID, GID, and UID is nothing but a user ID, group ID is nothing but a group ID. So we already knows, right? So root having the 0 UID and 0 CID, UID and GID. So for a user account, primary group is mandatory. So primary group is mandatory. If you are not assigning any group, user himself behaves as a group. So how to create a group? So to create a group, to create a system group for a user, it may be a primary or a secondary group, and all the groups information will be available under the /etc group. So available in /etc group. So yes, so create a system group. I want to create a system group. So for a user, it may be a primary or a secondary group, and all the users group information will be available under the /etc group. So the group information will be available under the cat/etc group file. You see, these all are the groups. These all are the groups names. You see, root 0, bin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 15. So system related users, the system related users from 0 to users groups from 0 to 999. By from 1000 onwards, a normal user UID GID starts. So UID GID, this is the GID, 1000 GID. So which user? Hari is the user. Hari is the user. Guys, I will tell you, no worries. So how to create a group? So you can create a group by using the group add group name. You can create a group add group name. So group add -g GID. If you want to give a specific GID, so 1000, right? I want to give it to the, so the fancy number 10,000, 1000. So 111, 444, 555, something like that. So you can, if you want to give a particular GID, you can give it by using the option of so GID. So group add HR, group add -g 1000 nagios. So I want to give a specific GID to a particular user. You can give it by using the -g option. -g option. So right. So /etc group or grep HR group. So the fields in the /etc group name, GID. So this is nothing but a password under secondary group members. Secondary group members. So if you want to create a group, how you can create? You can create the group like as a Linux administrators, DevOps administrators, right? I am creating a group called as a group add Linux engineer. So which is the group, guys? The group is Linux engineer. So I want to check it the group Linux engineer. So grep Linux engineer slash etc slash group slash group. You see, Linux engineer is created and the GID is 1001. So because of Hari already having the 1000, so then we created a Linux engineer, right? So Linux engineer will get the next will get the next ID. So we'll get the next ID. Yeah. So we will get the, so yeah, so this is the a group, right? This is a group ID. So then, so I want to create a user. So right, two types of user. How many users? So one is a admin user, the other one is a normal user. So normal user can execute only bin commands, only bin commands, and the root user can execute both bin and sbin commands, bin and sbin commands, right? So bin and sbin commands. So we'll get it. So he yeah. So bin and sbin commands, right? Yeah. I want to create a normal user. How you can create? So this root user is created while installing the OS, right? While installing the OS, a root user is automatically created. We just set the password for root user while installing the OS. So while installing the OS, we just set the password, right? So root user is the admin user. So root can do anything. So normal user having certain limit of permissions. So we need to execute few commands only. Which commands? Bin commands only. So how you can create the normal users? You can create the normal users by using user add command. How you can modify the user by using user mod command. How you can delete the normal user? You can use user del command. So what is that, guys? So you can create a user by using the user add. You can modify the user after after creating the user. I want to modify the user. So you can modify the user by using the user mod. So I don't want this user. I don't want this user. For example, Kirti, so left the organization, so left the TCS organization. So we don't want the Kirti user in all the systems. So we need to delete the Kirti user in the Linux server. How you can delete? We can delete by using the user del command. So something like a Kirti wants a special permissions. How you can do it? We can do it by using user mod. How you can add the user add? You can user add 1 second. Yeah, guys. So how you can create the username, user mod, and user. So you want to create a normal user, something like a Kirti user. How you can create user add, user name, user add, and options. So what are the options? Options are, so if you want to give So if you want to give, you can give it. Otherwise, you can leave it. These all are the options. User add, user name, user name. I will show you. Yeah. So user add is nothing but to create a new user account. How you can add user add options username. So hyphen u is nothing but a uid, hyphen g is nothing but a primary group, hyphen capital G is nothing but a secondary group. So hyphen d is nothing but a home directory, hyphen c is nothing but a comment, hyphen s is nothing but a shell. So what is this home directory? So home directory. So home directory, the normal user's home directory is slash home, under slash home in the file system hierarchy. So where you created the, for example, Kirti user. So Kirti user will create under Kirti's home directory will create under the, so Kirti's home directory will create under the slash home. So where it is, this is so in the file system hierarchy, there is a home directory. The home directory having a specific purpose. The purpose of the home directory is to create a home directory for the normal users. To create a home directory for the normal users. Guys, understood? Yeah. So UID means if you want to give UID particularly, you can use hyphen UID. So 1 second, guys. Yeah, guys. So you can create a by using the options hyphen u, hyphen g, hyphen small g, hyphen capital G, hyphen home, hyphen c, hyphen s. So whenever you create a user, the user details are going to store under the slash etc password. So where the users details will show, so the user details will be showed under the slash etc password database file. So database file, and the user's passwords are going to store under the slash etc shadow. So every user having their own password, right? We need to set the password for the every user. So how you can set it? So we can set it by using the by using passwd command. I will tell you, no worries, right? Shell, it is used to interact with the system to know how many shells are available in the etc shell. So cat slash etc cells bin bash is the default shell for the Linux. Has been no login. Has been no login is a special shell which gives a no interaction with the system. Generally, all the service accounts will having the no no login shells. So all the service user accounts are assigned with the no login shells. So no login shells. So right, I will show you. So where it is created, it created under the cat slash etc passwd. So in the passwd, all the users information will be located under here. So how many users are there? Root, yeah, root user, Hari user already created. These all are the system related users. The other the system related users. So the passwords will be located under the slash etc shadow. So the passwords will be located under the slash etc shadow, right? Hari. This is the password for the Hari. Okay. Yeah. Now I am creating a user add Kirti. What is that? So user add Kirti. I'm creating a user called Kirti. Options will give or will not give, right? A user add Kirti. Kirti is created. Let's check slash etc passwd, where the password information will be located, the user information located, the user information located under the slash etc password. Yeah, Kirti user is created, and the uid is 101, gid is 102. So what is the home directory for the Kirti home directory is slash home Kirti. And bin bash is nothing but a, she is able to access, is able to interact the shell. If you give, yeah, if you see has been no login, so if you have the has been no login, so that user is unable to interact with the shell. So unable to log into the mission. Unable to log into the mission user add. Now you understood, right? Cat slash etc passwd pipe grep kirti. Yeah. So what is this? Username and password, UID, GID, home directory, and bin bash. And bin bash. You see? Yeah. You see? User one, user add hyphen u1010. I want to give a specific UID to a particular user. You can use hyphen UID. So user add hyphen g hr. You want to give a hyphen g hyphen capital G hyphen small g. So what is hyphen capital G and hyphen small g? Hyphen capital G is nothing but a primary group and a secondary group. So we can give the a primary group and a secondary group. Okay. Yeah. So the password. So I want to set the password for the user also, right? So what is the to assign a password for the user account? So what is that command? Passwd is the command to set the password. To set the password for the user. So right. So how you can set the password? Passwd is the passwd Kirti. So passwd Kirti. passwd key the option. So for example, if your password is locked, hyphen L is nothing but a lock the password. Hyphen U is nothing but a unlock the password. Hyphen D is nothing but a delete the password. Hyphen S is nothing but a status. Password status. So why we need to lock, unlock, and delete? For example, Kirti joined as a contractor. Kirti joined as a contractor. So his contracting is expire after the so something like September 11th, right? The next year 2025 September 10th, the Kirti contract will expire, and we need to delete the password for the Kirti after 1 year. So we can use hyphen D. So I want to lock the password and I want to unlock the password. For example, multiple logins, multiple wrong logins, right? It will automatically unlock lock the password. You want to unlock the password. How you can unlock the password? By using hyphen u, you can unlock the password. You can unlock the password by using by using hyphen u options. These all are the options. If you can use, or if you want, you don't want to use. Okay. So yeah, this is the passwd. Yeah, Kirti user is created. I want to set the password for the Kirti user. Passwd Kirti. So what is the password? I'm setting password as same as root user red hat. For example only, guys. You can give whatever. Yeah. So the password also updated. So the password also created. Now I want to execute the now I want to log in as a Kirti user. This is the normal user. So what is the password for the Kirti? Red hat. Password is for the Kirti. Now you see, so Kirti is logged in as the server. How many users can connect at a time? So we can connect 60,000 users. 60,000 users at a time, and we can create 60,000 users. So Hari user and the password is red hat. Yeah, you see, so one server. So this is the one server. How many users are connected? So a root user, a Kirti user, and Hari user. Three users are connected at a time, and they are working. They are working at a time. Three users. So multi-user and multitasking. So Linux operating system is a multi-user and multitasking. Multi-user and multitasking. Guys, understood? Yeah. So hyphen G is nothing but you can assign the primary group and the secondary group. So or you can assign a primary secondary group at a time. Or you don't want to no login shell. You want to no login to the user. You can use the user 6. So I want to add a comment. So hyphen C is nothing but a comment. Hyphen S is nothing but a shell. So user 7 don't want to log into the server but create the user. but create the user, right? So this is the, for example, has been FTP user, right? Understood? Fields in the slash etc password. So instructor, password, UID, GID, home directory, and the bin bash. So these are the 7 options are there. So how many options are there? 7 options are there. So what are those options? So username, password, user ID, group ID, UID, home directory, and shell. So what is that first one? Instructor username. It is used when user login. So the second one is password. An X character indicates the encrypted password stored in the slash etc shadow file. So what is the third one? Third one is a user ID. So fourth one is the group ID. So what is the fifth one? So fifth one is the user ID info, the comment field. It allows to add extra information about the user such as users full name, phone number, or etc. So what is the sixth one? Sixth one is nothing but a home directory of the user. Home directory of the user. Seventh one is nothing but a shell. Seventh one is nothing but a cell. Fields in the slash etc shadow. Shadow is nothing but the passwords information will be located under the slash etc shadow. Instructor, this is the password. This password is in encrypted format. So this password is encrypted format. So how many fields are there? 8 fields are there in the slash etc shadow. So one is username, second one is password, the third one is last changed password, and the fourth one is a minimum number of days required between password change, and the maximum number of days password valid, and the warning, and the inactive mode, and the expire. So I already told you, right, guys? So the maximum number of days password valid. For example, in the real time environment, if you joined as a company, definitely we need to set the password, or we need to reset the password after 100 days or after 150 days, because of, so they given a policy like we need to reset the password after 10 days, after 100 days. So there is a policy. And warning, so how many days we need to get the warning? 7 days we need to get the warning. Your password will expire in 5 days, 7 days. Your password will expire in 5 days, 6 days, 4 days, 3 days, 2 days, 1 days. Then it will be automatically inactive. So definitely you need to contact with the system administrator. Then you can unlock your password. Inactive your password, right? User mode. So how you can user mode, I already told you, right? If you want to modify the user, you can use the user mode command to modify a user account properties without deleting. So without deleting, so you can use the user mod. You can use the user mod options, and user multiple you can, so user mod. So you want to remove the account, you can use the user del options. User del hyphen r is nothing but a recursively delete. So hyphen f is nothing but a forcefully delete when logged in, right, guys? So this is nothing but a user administration. User administration, guys, understood? So chase command. Chase is nothing but a change user password expiry information. So if you want to set the user password information, so you can use the chase command. Guys, I will upload this document also in the GitHub account. You guys can go through it and practice the commands. User mod, user add, and password set. So this is nothing but a user administration. So copy, remove, and so remove. So we discussed about these commands, and we discussed about the user administration. So tomorrow we will discuss about the file permissions and the package management. Mostly we will complete within 3 days the Linux environment. Then we will start the cloud, guys. Okay. Thank you so much. So we'll continue from tomorrow.